There is a lot of things to know about where wins meet, a lot of secrets, a lot of tips. So today we're gonna see 50 of them. Get ready, we start right away. Number 1, Where Winds Meet is the first game that rewards you by petting the cats. Every time you find a stray cat, please pet him. You will get 1 elegance point, and those points will be able to unlock for you a super cool skill called Chest Finder, if I'm not mistaken. And this will help to find chests because they will appear on the minimap when you're exploring. Number 2, same goes for the gourmet food. If you see a little noodle shop icon on your minimap, go there, buy the food from the shop owner, and then go in your inventory, eat the food, and you will get 1 elegance point. On top of that, you will get friendship with that NPC. If you reach a certain amount of friendship with that guy or with that woman, you will get after some crazy rewards. It can be inner note, it can be some accessories for your character. Just keep in mind that those icons are not visible on the main map, so you need to be aware of your minimap while walking around. Number 3, this is something I discovered pretty recently, but I think a lot of you know it already. You can get 1 gacha pool every time you complete one of those martial challenge. So you go on your map, you check for the little icon with the sword guy, you teleport there, you beat the guy in a quite correct fair 1v1, and then you get a pool. Number 4, and this one is a bit secret. If you go to the ghost market and you talk to that guy, you buy from him the dust stained artwork for like 50k regular coins. You can then bring it back to the calligraphy shop in Kaifeng and trade the stained artwork for 100 EchoJades. Number 5 is also a secret shop in Kaifeng. If you go all the way up to the north of the map, you will see this NPC selling. But if you go there, you have to sneak there and you will see that it's not possible to find the NPC. So what you have to do first is to talk to that guard there and you give him 20k. As soon as you gave him the money, you can enter the hall, and in the hall you will find the NPC selling for you 1 gacha pool and I think 20 inner note. Number 6, you have to be mindful of what you're leveling up with the oddities. For example, you can get certain passive that will increase the loot in certain part of the world. I recommend you to take those passive because this game is a long grind game, and as soon as you can increase what you're getting from the open world, you will get better at the game. Number 7, leveling up your mystic skills is actually quite complicated because you need to find those purple items in the wild. So you might have tried already to go to that place where it's located, collect a few flowers, and you didn't got anything from it because the drop rate is very low. Try to do that every day, at least for the skills concerned. Worst case, you can always buy those boxes with materials in it, so you don't have to grind this every day, but it's still an advice I'm giving you. If you have a bit of time, you don't know what to do in the game, open your map, go to the places where you need the materials and try to get a few ones organically. Number 8, and it's kind of crazy that I didn't know that before, but you can use Tai Chi in the river to actually farm fish. So there was this quest at some point where I needed to bring 10 fish to cats, and I did it by fishing. It took forever. So yeah, guys, if you want to get some fish, go in the river, do Tai Chi, that's it, done. Thank you very much to that guy who dropped a signpost by the cascade telling me to use Tai Chi. Number 9, oddities are very important to develop your character. You find them a bit everywhere in the open world. Did you know that if you check on your minimap and you see that little insect icon, that means an oddity is really close to you? Number 10, I don't know if some of you remember, but I did a video about how to spend your EchoJade wisely. There's something I forgot about it because I discovered it recently. There is a second shop where you can buy a crazy passive, and it's the calligraphy shop again. You will get for 5k this passive that gives a bonus every time you switch weapons, which is very strong in the actual meta, at least for my character. So 5k at that vendor, 2k to the other. It's another 7k EchoJade needed if you want to put that legendary passive level 2. 11, you can reset one of your martial arts per season. So let's say you leveled up a martial arts to maximum. You discover in the end that you don't like the playstyle that much, or maybe the developer, they nerf the weapon and it's not good anymore. You can reset it and get all the resources back. 12, I don't have a recording going with that, but I think everyone remember it. When you had to do in the beginning of the game those sneak challenge, when you needed to learn a martial arts by sneaking around, you know, going to the proper places to learn the martial arts, don't go there until you get the skills Touch of Death. Touch of Death is like you go behind the guy and you can one-shot him, which is so helpful in this kind of sneaky moment. What I advise you to do is go check where to get Touch of Death. I will put a video in the description, but you can also Google it. And then, if you want to get new weapons, you can finally start those sneaky challenges. Number 13, use this skill called Siren Breeze to get out of a combo in Arena. It probably happens to you already. You play against someone and you spend 30 to 40 seconds being comboed by the guy. Use this skill. You break his combo, attack right away after, and you will get the advantage. Number 14, there is 2 items that I really want you to buy in the Battle Pass shop. It's the Rosy Cloud dye, which allows you to make cool colors on your outfits. It is a very, very important currency because it's hard to get. And it's the best way to customize your character. And the second one is the Mystic Skills Breakthrough boxes. I think they sell 2 in the Battle Pass. That will allow you to not farm every day for those resources we talked earlier. 15, there seems to be a cooldown when you leave your sect before you can join a new one. I did that yesterday evening around 10 and I still had this morning 14 hours of waiting time. So I don't know the exact time you have to wait, but it seems to be close to 1 day. 16, one of the ways to improve your DPS is to focus on the same school. So for example, if you play Rope Dart and Dual Blade, you are under the Bamboo Cut banner. That means that every Bamboo Cut passive or statistic that you get will improve both weapons. So this is one of the strategies to improve your DPS by choosing similar weapons and improving their statistic in that one specific school. Number 17, another way to improve your DPS is to understand how off-field damage work. Basically, off-field damage is a weapon that can keep doing damage even though you're not using it. So let's say I'm using the current build I have, which is Umbrella plus Dual Blades. I want to use that skill that will automatically shoot at enemy with the Umbrella and then switch directly to the Dual Blade so I can deal damage with square attack. This way I'm improving DPS. Now, obviously, you can combine both tips I just gave. You can have a Bamboo Cut build using Rope Dart and Dual Blades, let's say, and use Rope Dart as an off-field DPS, because if you do the, I think it's L2 triangle attack with the Rope Dart, you will have a buff on your light attack. Then you switch to Dual Blades and you will do more damage with your Dual Blade attack. On top of that, you will get all the Substat Bamboo Cut bonuses applying to both weapons. Number 18, there is a lot of EchoJade to collect in the trial section of the menus, so I know it is complicated to navigate the menus. I found out about those EchoJades very late, maybe yesterday, and I got like 500 or 600 EchoJade in one go, so it was really, really nice. Just go in rankings, click where I'm clicking on the screen, and you'll get those EchoJade as well. Number 19, as soon as you're done with the first boss in the Hero's Realm, you can go right away to the second boss without going through the first one again by clicking on the little wheel just there and selecting the second boss phase. Number 20, you are not playing a Wuxia game, you're playing Barbie with your own samurai, and this is very visible in the appearance menu because you can select a scenario. So you can put some furniture and everything to create your own menu. So yeah, you have a game full of menus and you can even create your menu. That's wow. 21, the self-heal using pots is greatly reduced in Raid and Sword Trial, making healer classes very important. There is also no heal in 1v1, so I guess people should stop saying that the game is pay to win because of the 2 extra potions you get in the Battle Pass. Those 2 extra potions are really aimed for people that plays alone. If you want to tackle big world boss alone and everything, maybe this is a good buy for you, a good purchase. But honestly, this is absolutely not pay to win. Those potions are not game changer at all when it comes to Raid. 22, let's play a bit more Barbie Samurai. You can change the idle pose of your character. You need to go in appearance, extra, and then idle pose, and you will be able to change how your character is chilling in the open world. That's kind of cool. 23, did you know that if you go to develop, details, attribute, and then finally character status, you will be able to see your weapon scaling. For example, I am using Dual Blade and Umbrella, and they both scale on minimum physical attack. It doesn't mean that I should build only minimum physical attack, but if I build a certain amount, I can reach the threshold and get an additional stat bonus. Here, if you check at the Umbrella, for example, I would get 12% critical damage if I reach the maximum of minimum physical attack required to get it. 24. If you ever get sick by playing the game, do not use the NPC to heal you up. just go right away in online mode. You will pop at Blissful Retreat, theoretically. And there, yeah, I give you maximum 1 minute before you have 5 or 6 Silver Needle adepts surrounding you, asking for heal. 25, the online mode is also very cool if you need to farm the Jadefish pretty quick. Let's say you're not there for the whole week and you still want to complete the 20k Jadefish. You go in online mode and you go play those meditation challenge. I don't really know what you're supposed to do, but what I know is that you can AFK from your computer and get coins out of it. So just do that. 26, another way to farm Jadefish very fast is to do the bounties. Don't take the bounties where you need to kill a player, that will take too much time. Just directly focus on killing NPCs. 750 Jade per kill, that's a lot. And on top of that, you're also filling up the bounty progression, so that's double win. 27, you can AFK in your guild hub and get some stuff out of it. What I recommend you is that once a week you go in the guild hub, you go AFK for 10 minutes. You also strike a duo pose, just in case, because if someone comes and do the duo pose with you in the guild hall, you also get another extra reward. So 28, I'm sorry, I cannot find the source of that messages, but there was an interview with the producer of the game, and he said there will never be any daily quest in Where Winds Meet, which is a great news in my opinion. The only thing you can do daily, as I said just before, is to collect those breakthrough elements for the mystic skills. Besides that, just enjoy the game. 29, I recommend you to reach your guild as soon as possible, I mean to join the guild. You will be able to get an extra shop, you will have some extra quests, some Jade every week according to the level of your guild, and the most important, you can level up trading ratio, but also adventure point gathering. So it's like a small improvement every time, but in the long term, you will get way more adventure point, let's say, and you will have to farm less. Number 30, if you look at your items and their substats, you will see they have a different color every time. If the color is blue or green, that means the substat is not that great. Not that it means it's not that great for your character, but the amount given by that substat could have been way bigger. If it's purple, it's already better and you can consider it's a good substat. If you have an orange or that yellowish color, you got the legendary roll, and this is what we're gonna aim for in the late game. Number 31, you should use some of those gear with the little icons into tuning your weapons. Basically, as you can see on my screen, there is a weapon giving a gold attribute to the next tuning, so you use it as a fooder when it comes to leveling up the gear. I mean leveling up when it comes to tune the gear. You put this item and you will be guaranteed to have a legendary roll just after, so a yellow roll. Keep in mind that you can only use this kind of boosted item to guaranteed legendary or epic substats on the according level of the gear. I can only use a 51 fooder on a 51 weapon. Number 32, be mindful of which tuning stone you're using. Some are generic and can be used with every item levels, and I suggest you that you keep that for later. And some are used only for a specific level. So if you have tuning stone level 51, please use those. It seems like a no-brainer, but I don't want you guys to do the mistake. If you need more gear stone of your level, you can just destroy or recycle those weapons that you don't use, and it will give you enough of those stones for the moment. Number 33, I don't know if you guys are aware of that. If you quit the guild, you will have a delay of 6 hours before joining a new guild. So be aware of that. Be careful if it's not the end of the week and you didn't finish your weekly rewards. Voila, just know that. 6 hours before joining a new guild. 34, during the raid with Murong Yuan, you will have to know the strat with the barrels. The best thing to do is usually to keep them separate from each other, otherwise they're gonna chain explode and kill you. So every time you see a barrel that is like bright red shining, you pick it up and you put it somewhere else. As soon as you're gonna see the big attack from the bird appearing on the map, try to put a lot of those barrels in this attack so they disappear after. If you do, like most of the team I had, put all the barrels in the safe zone, but then you're gonna have an issue with too many barrels on the second phase. So take the barrels, separate them from each other, and try to cleanse them every once in a while when the birds come in. Number 35, the PT in the gacha system carries over. So what is a PT system? It's a guarantee that you will get something at some point. If you look on the screen where you can do the gacha, it will say something like numbers out of 150. That means that every 150 pull, you will get a guaranteed legendary. If you didn't manage to reach the PT, the 150 pull, it will carry over the next banner, so you will still have the same number. Number 36, the best investment in the game if you want to spend is the monthly pass, not the battle pass. The big difference between both is that the monthly pass will give you twice the amount of EchoJade, and if you're like me and you're more focused on developing your character and its build, this is better. If you're a bit more into cosmetic, opening box, chest and everything, the battle pass is amazing. You can also combine both, it's still 15 bucks per month. That's okay, you know. Number 37, there is in the settings a no UI or no HUD mode that allows you to play without any interface, and it's just amazing. I really recommend you guys to try it at least once. Do a boss or fly around in the map, you will see it's a different game. Number 38, if you're about to go on a weekend somewhere and you're not gonna play the game or something and you still want to maximize your character, use all your energy. It takes 75 hours for your energy to be filled up again, and that's a really cool feature. If I compare, for example, to Genshin Impact, where I had to connect every day to do the dailies, every day to empty the energy, this is a big difference. And that's, in my opinion, it's way more player-friendly than other games. 39, coins are very important, and I'm talking about the regular coin. At some point in the game, everything costs money, and slowly you will get less and less coins. So when you have an event like the fish shop we have right now, and I will get back at the fish shop a bit later, when you're done buying all the necessary stuff, you buy the coins. Trust me. Number 40, if you like the Midnight Blades because they look cool and the outfit is cool and everything, and I agree with that, be wary that you need to do PvP 1v1 to level up in the sect. So if you're not really someone that likes to get crushed by the best build of the server, please consider choosing another sect. 41, if you choose this time Silver Needle as a sect, be ready for big competition. On the paper, it seems super easy, you just have to heal people, and that's true, it is very easy. But as soon as you try to heal people, you will understand how many Silver Needle people there is in the server. I recommend you to think twice about it. I did doctor to chief physician in 1 week, and it was a grind. 42, boss's talent that gives you more reward according to the boss should be focused. In this kind of long grind game, I already talked about it, but it's very important to understand that everything that can maximize the resources you get should be your main focus. And it's not because you're gonna put 5% more damage talent point on each boss that you're gonna have more success to do it. It highly depends on the teammates more than the boss talent. 43, be aware of what you choose in the arena talents. If you're a damage dealer and you play with fast weapons, you want to take the crit chance. On the other hand, let's say you're playing with the Nameless Sword, the Spear, the Mo Blade, you might want to take the HP, sorry. Number 44, you should actually follow me on this YouTube channel if you're interested in more guides, more secrets, more tips. I'm gonna be playing a lot to that game. I'm even thinking of doing a guild. Because the guild system looks super fun. So if you're interested in something like that, let me know in the comment and we're gonna plan this together. 45, minimum and maximum physical attack works this way. It creates basically a range of numbers and your damage output will come from this range. Although, if you have more minimum physical attack than maximum, then your damage becomes constant. So of course that doesn't mean that you should build only minimum physical attack, but it's a funny interaction between the numbers. Let's say you want to be extremely consistent with your damage, you can. Just build a full minimum physical attack set and your numbers will always be the same. I find it pretty cool. Like for deck building and everything, it might be useful for certain people. 46, there is a great legendary passive if you play DPS Umbrella. You need to go in your quest log and find that quest. As soon as you found it, you have two options. Either you can do it right away, lucky you. Either you're like me and you kept a little bit of the main quest to do and you first have to finish that before going for the Umbrella DPS passive. Number 47, once you are, let's say, geared up correctly, you have to use your energy for something else than gear, especially in our levels. As you know, in a few days you can again have a higher level. You have no interest farming for gear at your level. Just use every energy you have into martial books. I read somewhere on Reddit that's the last level of the martial book costs 200 books. You get like 2 or 3, if I remember, per 20 energy. So like that's a long grind. And we're talking about just one martial arts. What if you want to build 2? What if you want to build 4? So yeah, in my opinion, this is the main focus right now. All my energy is going there. I have a gear that is okay. That will do the job until the next year. 48, there is a skill allowing you to speak with animals. Unfortunately, not all animals will tell you a story, but it seems that some interaction or hidden quests are locked behind this skill. So get it as soon as possible. It's in this tab and you need to have the attributes requirements. 49, you might have seen this item, the garment design shard. It allows you to have a different styling, or let's say an altered version of specific clothing. Unfortunately, I'm not sure it's still on our server yet, because the guy I found on Reddit talking about it said that this is for appearance with a little scissors icons next to it. And I haven't seen any on the game yet. But it basically allows you to have, let's say, a t-shirt with sleeves or without sleeve. And to finish the video, number 50, you go to the fish shop. This time I call it the fish shop, but it's the season shop, sorry. And there is 3 things that are mandatory every week to buy. It's obviously the inner note chest, the martial arts custom tips, and the oscillating jade. Those 3 items, you buy them all every week. That's it for today, everyone. I am destroyed about yelling those numbers all the time. I feel like working in McDonald's. Number 47, please. It's awful. But I will do more video in the coming days. Maybe not tomorrow, maybe not the day after. Taking a little break. But please, I'm a small content creator. Every likes, every smile even, you know, like whatever you can give me is a lot to me. And I will try to give it back to you as much as I can. Have a great day, everyone. Bye.